Hello and welcome to episode 136, Reality Check. Reality will always present you with challenges, with problems, with concerns. There's a word in Japanese that I really love. It's called arugamama. My name is Vierheller and I'll be your host for what we call the Substance of Living podcast. Today we'll look at what we call life's lessons. And I hope this will provide you with some insight, maybe even some inspiration to life's challenges. A-R-U-G-A-M-A-M-A, arugamama. What does that mean? It means to accept reality. Doesn't mean to surrender. It means to accept reality. I'm 74 years old, arugamama. For example, something reality slapped me with just last month. I have a heart condition. I have 2 stents in my heart. I went in for a checkup and found out that 2 of the arteries are starting to occlude, to narrow. I have a history of heart problems in my family, so I'm prone to heart attacks, genetically disposed to heart attacks. So that really hit me pretty hard because I'd have to go in, they're going to have to go in and maybe even do bypass surgery. I was facing my mortality. I was facing death, and death is always with us. That's also part of reality. But you always have options. That's a key element to a reality check. You always have options. Dr. Viktor Frankl, who wrote a world-famous book, Man's Search for Meaning, he survived Nazi concentration camps. And he realized that one thing that a couple of things guards could not take from him. One was how he would respond. And number 2 was his love for his wife. How you respond is your choice. You might not be in control of conditions and the environment, but how you respond is your choice. So we have 3 areas, intellectual, and which are thoughts, and we have emotions, which are feelings, and we have actions or behavior. Well, we have no control over our thoughts. We can focus and refocus. We have no control over our feelings. We do have control over what we do. Thoughts come and go, feelings come and go. You control your actions and how you respond to them. And that gives you a little bit more of an objective perspective. You can also get objective perspectives from your friends and from your family and from your colleagues, and then you can take appropriate action. That's called checking reality. For example, I was talking to my mentor, Dr. David Reynolds, and I said, I'm wondering, what have I done with my life? I could have been more successful. And he said, well, let's check reality. How long have you had your company? Oh, about 30 years. And it's been successful? You've never lost money there? Yeah. Well, that's a success right there. Now, what about your clients? How long do your clients stay with you? On an average of 15 to 20 years. That sounds successful. You've dealt with 7 of the Japanese astronauts. That's successful. You've dealt with the Ministry of Foreign Affairs, Japan's Science and Technology Agency, the Ministry of Education. Yes. Well, that sounds pretty successful, Gary. So from an outside perspective, you can gain a better reality, a better sense of what is real. Accept reality. I have blue eyes, arugamama. Be at your best. And by being at your best, finding out from an objective perspective who you are and what you're doing, check reality, and then take action. Reality can be your friend. Check reality. Get a reality check. Thanks. Thank you for joining us today for the Substance of Living podcast. If you'd be kind enough to consider subscribing, you can contact us through Spotify or Apple Podcasts. Join us again next time for what I hope will help you navigate life.